So despite the major cloud of impeachment lingering over the U.S. House and Senate, lawmakers are agreeing on one thing today, and that is the National Defense Authorization Act. RT's Fronczak is here to break it all down for us and all the stuff that's in this bill. Faran, who are the big winners, and where does this big, massive pile of federal money go?
Yeah, so Manila, it's quite the increase from what the military was given last year. A $22 billion increase to be exact, bringing the military spending budget to a whopping total of $738 billion. Now, President Trump is already claiming victory, tweeting today, "Wow, all of our priorities have made it into the final NDAA. Pay raise for our troops, rebuilding our military, paid parental leave, border security, and Space Force. Congress doesn't delay this anymore. I will sign this historic defense legislation immediately." Now, the House is expected to vote on the bill Wednesday with an expected quick vote after in the Senate. But who gets what and when it comes to that $738 billion? Well, the biggest part of the budget mainly goes to U.S. military overseas, in particular Iran, Afghanistan, and Syria. Now, the bill also covers a 3.1% pay raise for military members, strengthening military housing oversight, and expanding visas for Afghans who have helped U.S. forces. But new this upcoming fiscal year, President Donald Trump's Space Force budget, where it's expected to get about $10.6 billion. And that $10.6 billion was a major point of contention between Democrats and Republicans. So in exchange for the Republicans wanting Space Force funding, Democrats were given the green light to add 12 weeks of paid parental leave for all federal employees who've worked in the government for at least a year. Now, before, only employees in the Department of Defense were given that benefit. But two Democrats are still not happy with the bill. Senator Bernie Sanders and Congressman Ro Khanna, who called the National Defense Authorization Act, quote, "a bill of astonishing moral cowardice," saying Congress should not pass this new compromised version. Sanders saying there is no pressing reason for Congress to shower Trump, his Saudi friends, and the Pentagon contractors of the military-industrial complex with this $738 billion taxpayer giveaway right now. We owe it to the American people to go back to the drawing board. Another Democrat, Congressman Mark Pocket of Wisconsin, wrote, "At the same time that this administration has cut food stamps, Medicaid, and reproductive health services from everyday Americans, this president wants to add more than $100 billion to continue endless and unauthorized wars. This is the definition of government waste."
Now, Faran, besides one Republican, President Trump, what are the other Republicans saying?
So you have Republican Senator Mitch McConnell. He says that despite the impeachment distraction from Democrats, he reassured that the bill will go up for a vote.
What's possible, NDAA, government funding, finishing up at least the circuit judges, and what is not possible, obviously, would be to turn to an impeachment trial or to do USMCA in the Senate before we break for Christmas.
Now, this bill is one of the few remaining bills still considered a must-pass piece of legislation. Unlike most federal agencies, Congress has passed authorization bills for defense spending before the previous fiscal year in each of the last 58 years. In Washington, Faran, Fronczak, RT.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.